Man, this is so much fun, guys. I just I just can't anymore. So let's do this, this. I'm done. Let him do his thing. I'll go here. Click chats. Paste and good. And now it's empty. Yay, it's back. Yep. It'll be back for a couple of more minutes. So let's see if we can get through this ultimate harem stuff. And then I'll probably call it quits. Because I just can't deal, guys. I can't do it. I know if I were one of my viewers, I probably wouldn't put up for crap like this. So you guys have the patience of a saint to still be here with me right now. This is going to be very interesting because, alright, so if Desteros wins, then Desteros is going to be in the lead. And then Mr. B will have another chance to come back if they really want to. Because if Mr. B can place me and win, then he wins the entire thing. But if Mr. B faces me and loses, then he loses the entire thing. This is what we call tension, folks. I'm going to miss your streams. Hope you make a small video of Jolly sometime. Yeah, dude, yeah. We'll have to check in on Jolly sometime. At least with all these videos being broken up, you can call them episodes? No. No, as soon as these go up, I'm going to private them and no one's going to see them. You guys are getting the only look at these unless I decide to take them down and edit them into something. Because I'm not putting my poor subscribers through this. There's just no way. Alright, so what are we doing right now? Can't side attack, experience. Oh my gosh. 7500 with super encore. Nice. I need better waifus. Alright, so this is an 8000 with super encore. And I'm a 7500 with super encore. So, this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's worth saving, honestly. Depending on how much damage I take. I could give up this for sure. This is awful. Plus 500 for each adventure or magic. Magic. No traits. Magic. 1500. 6000. With this, it's a 6500. And this gives nothing. Okay. Nice. This 7000. So 2500 altogether is going to make this a 7000. Good stuff. What a meme. You know, I just thought if Peter loses, then it'll actually be tied between Desteros and Mr. B. For Vanguard, what recent trial decks have cute girls? Was thinking about getting debut of the Divas, but couldn't find it at a decent price. That's tough. I mean, Divas have the cutest girls in the game. Unless you have good taste, in which case you say Tsukuyomi is the cutest girl in the game. But, you know, that's just me. I understand not everybody can have my godlike tastes. Um, Let me think for a sec. I mean, in recent trial decks, I don't think there are very many, like, cute girl trial decks. Uh, Bermuda Triangle, Pale Moon, and, I mean, yeah, that's really it. Bermuda Triangle and Pale Moon are kind of it when it comes to cute girls, as far as I've seen. Something might have come out recently that I haven't seen, though. That's 75. But I am also 75. Wait a second, it's some levels in. Is it? Yeah. Alright, so this is an 8,000. He's... Yeah, this is an 8,000. Okay. He just missed it. That's fine. No biggie. We take those ones. Debtors. And then this is going to be a kill 2, right? Let me just double check. 2,500. Yeah, 7,000. Off by 500. Gosh darn it. And why is this still here? Am I a novice? No, that is 500 buff. 500. What's the 500? So he can't get a field wipe this turn. I'll still have Mitsuru. I'm thinking... I don't know if they're both worth keeping alive. Because he's only going to get this 500 bonus once, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again, if I level up... that's tough. Yeah, screen tokens are... Yeah, that's... but you're still at 8,000. Oh, okay, yeah, but I don't use them as dead, so... I mean, that's about it. Mm-hmm. Sounds right. Why is this shoe? I think this is just something that got caught over from me having to reset. All right, but we got that one. Ooh, she's kind of cute. All right, and for 2, let's go 1 and 2. Okay, how do we do this? I mean, we pretty much have to go into red, right? Either red or blue. We'll go into red. And hopefully I don't get any blues. I don't even remember if there are any, like, really good level 2 blues. We'll have to see, though. Adriel, I don't actually know who you are. Are you new? Do you know slash play Chaos TCG? If so, what do you think about it? Man, no, actually, Chaos? I was thinking Chaotic for a second. No, I don't actually know about Chaos. I'll have to look into it. One sec. Let me just Google search Chaos TCG images. Oh, I have heard of this. Yeah. Back a while ago, somebody told me about this game. I don't actually play it though, is the thing. But doesn't this have weird stuff in it? Like, I remember there was a set for Tanya the Evil in this, wasn't there? Ooh, and I'm seeing Danganronpa too. Nice. Well, I mean, if it's got Danganronpa in it, I might have to look into it a little more seriously. Okay. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Looking at Crescent Moon, the clowns sort of scare me. Nice. So anyways, yeah, we are level 2 now. So we're going to go ahead and encore... Encoring... What's your name? Arisa. The other one can die, I don't care. I don't need them all to be alive. It's got visual novels and stuff as well, but... Wait a second. It's got visual novels and stuff as well. I like it, but know nothing about the gameplay. Yeah, I don't really know either. It looks good though. I mean, it's got Danganronpa characters. It's got Tanya the Evil, if I remember correctly. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got No Game No Life. Well, I mean, that pretty much sells it. That seals the deal. So we can drop this 10. I mean, if I draw another climax, then this will be perfect for me. But I don't know. I might actually just get rid of this. I don't really have a way to play it. I don't have yellow unlocked anymore. So we'll have to see, but I think I might get rid of it. Kudokun, do you still play Wixis? I have not played Wixis in forever. Or Wish Across, I guess. No, I haven't played it in forever though. I did hear that the game's still running pretty strong though. I don't think it's doing quite as well as it was a while ago, but I heard that it's actually pretty good. I mean, as far as like sets and stuff, keeping up with it. Okay, let's draw. Oh, I could do this. Okay, well, that worked out awkwardly well. Now I have everything unlocked except for blue, but I don't think blue's gonna matter. Interesting. So, let's see. We drop this, and we get a bunch of stuff, and then that's it? Or how is this going to work? Actually, my deck's not even that big right now, so I think I'm going to flip-flop on this again. I think I'm actually going to wait and not play this. But let's play... I really don't need that, so let's play this. No? And, oh, you cost 2. No. For this big, beefy girl right here. 8,000. That's quite big. Alright, so let's double check what this is. This is +5. It's got plus 1,000 from these. So 1,500. Man, it's just a 6,000. I don't even need to boost this bad boy. And then this. Can this run over this? I could switch these around. Oh gosh, I'm so stuck. I don't know how I want to do this. I could move this back and play this. No, this is going to get the 1k boost anyway, right? Because this is 75. This is 75, 8,000. This will be 8,500. So this will technically be bigger. Okay, we're good like this. I'm just going to go. No. Plus 1,000, plus 1 soul. And then we'll go in here first because I want to see what happens with this. Front 8,500 for that big 2. An L rig called Lee Watt, which is basically Tawil. Tawil, aka best girl in the meta. Okay, I'll have to look into it. Wait, you can make a deck of multiple series in Weiss Schwarz? Yeah, it's called Standard. People don't normally play Standard. They normally play Neo Standard, but yeah, there are places that let you combine a bunch of sets together. There's nothing against combining sets together. It's just certain tournaments play Neo Standard where you can only have one set at a time. Send 4, 3. 13 cards, 6 cards. So we're both pretty close to a deck refresh. It's not too behind. You're definitely a lot closer than we were during the first couple of turns. Let me tell you that much. Also, hello Koji. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, and it sticks. So we're both going to be level 2. If I can get this to deal like 3 damage, then I'll actually be ahead. trying to think. How do I want to do this? I mean, I've got everything I need for my experience. And I don't have access to blue, but I don't think it's going to matter, really. Just an odd thing to think about. Alright, direct for that big 3. Oh, Mr. B, where the heck are you? If I win, then Desteros and Mr. B are going to be tied, and I really wasn't counting on there being a tie. If Mr. B was here, I'd actually just have him and Desteros play, and then just give the match to whoever won, but I don't know. Then again, I'm getting cocky. If he wins, then he wins this entire thing. Signing up for the night? Alrighty, D. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry you had to endure whatever happened tonight. Keep an eye out. I have a feeling that there's going to be a video about the Eldritch card game coming up pretty soon. Call it a hunch. Just got home from work. That's a shame. I know that feeling though, getting home from work and just everything hurts. Any thoughts on Vanguard G? No, if you're talking about the anime, I haven't seen it. I didn't even finish all of the original Vanguard. Like it was good. I didn't stop watching it because I started hating it or anything, but I just kind of phased out of it, I guess. Like that's kind of one of my weird traits is I can be super into something, just incredibly engrossed in a video game or an anime or a show, and then just put it down out of nowhere and never go back to it. And it doesn't really bother me that much. I really don't know why. Let me guess. You get -1 level if something happens. So the waiting room is 6 or more. This card gets -1. Uh-huh. Okay. Can't be reversed. And during your turn, when this card's battle opponent becomes blah blah blah, you can pay 1, choose a level 2 or lower character on your opponent's stage, and put it on top of your opponent's deck. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a dumb effect. But alright. Guess we'll deal with it. Kind of funny that Don Machi never got into Weiss Schwarz, but Konosuba and ReZero did. I don't know what Don Machi is. Actually, I might know what Don Machi is. Let me Google that real quick. Oh, if I can. What? Why can't I highlight Don Machi? Don Machi. There we go. Oh, God. Bleh. Bleh. Oh god, you didn't tell me you were sending me the link to one of the worst anime ever made. Can we just not do that again, please? If I throw up too much, I'll get dehydrated. Anyone here seen Hade plus Goo? Kind of want a card game for that. Let's see. What is it? Uh oh. Oh, I've seen this. Like I haven't seen the actual show, but this has been in AMV hell, hasn't it? I mean, it's better than Sao? No. People are way too hard on Sword Art Online. It's nowhere near as bad as people say it is. I think there's just like a meme that sort of spawned from the fact that Sword Art Online is really bad. But I honestly don't think it's anywhere near as bad as people pretend it is. I think people just think it's funny to make jokes about how bad it is. No, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon is one of the worst anime ever made. It's way worse than Sao. I don't care what anybody says. Sword Art Online is way better than Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Or I'll just call it Danmachi since that seems to be the easiest way to say it. Danmachi is terrible though. Danmachi just got a mobile game? Oh, well that's certainly something. That's certainly something that happened then. I'm kind of surprised Hataraku Mao-sama, the Devil's a Part-Timer, isn't in this card game. It's actually quite popular in Japan. That's a good point. It's great. Actually, Devil is a Part-Timer. I really don't, oh, it's... Yeah, I remember Mitsuru doesn't really have an effect. But anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, Devil is a Part-Timer. I remember that was a really, really big thing for a while. Like, everybody was talking about it being like this huge underground hit. And, then it died. Nobody really talks about it anymore, at least from the people I talk to. I never watched Don Machi. I just liked Hestia. Good. Keep it that way. Don't don't get into Don Machi. It's so bad. That's okay, Kudo. You are entitled to your wrong opinion. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey guys, let's all pretend that Don Machi is a good anime for this stream. I genuinely can't stand Sword Art Online. I mean that's fine. I'm not saying Sword Art Online is a good anime because I don't think it's necessarily that good, but I do think that people sort of play up how bad it is just for the lulz. It's kind of like Final Fantasy 13. In fact, no, it's exactly Final Fantasy 13. It's the Final Fantasy 13 of the anime world where it's not actually that bad, but it's just funnier to say that it is bad so that you can so that you can be in on the joke. Then again, that's just my opinion too. Well, the anime might be crap, but at least the game is pretty good. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Of course, this is coming from a neutral standpoint since I never watched it. Alright. I feel like most into a video game animes are pretty bad, just as a premise to take seriously even. I don't know, I kind of disagree. I think the whole being stuck in a video game thing is a pretty nice little standpoint to go towards. Because I think a lot of people who are into anime can relate to being in a video game world or like relate to the fantasy of wanting to be in a video game world. So I think it's a really good thing to work with. It just sort of became like the zombie genre of anime, where just everybody was making an anime about it, and it just got flooded, and it's just not good. It's just not good that it flooded the market so badly. cancel. Like, there were some good ones that came out of it. I think Log Horizon was pretty okay. Let's see. Log Horizon and... Well, now that I think about it, just Log Horizon, actually. I think Log Horizon is the only one of the stuck in a anime... No, No Game No Life technically counts, right? I mean, it's not like a JRPG kind of thing, but it's technically kind of in like stuck in a game world, right? So if No Game No Life counts, then No Game No Life and Log Horizon were probably the best things to come out of that genre. Of course, that's talking about recent stuff. Dot Hack kind of kicks the crap out of anything that we have today on the subject. But unfortunately, Dot Hack is pretty much dead. I do agree about the Sao part. People are way too harsh about it. I do like it, honestly. Do I think it's perfect? No, but it's actually pretty enjoyable. Yeah, like I said before, I really don't think it's a great anime by any stretch of the imagination. There's a lot of stuff in it that doesn't make any sense. I really wish they had tried at least to uh, make Kirito's power a little more understandable. Like as it stands, um, like Kirito's power increases don't make a whole lot of sense because the entire game is built around the idea that there's a limited number of monsters and stuff to hunt, but there's not like you don't really understand anything about like there being less monsters in the world. And you know, if he's going around hunting these monsters, it would have been nice to see like at least a little bit of like what it took for him to get as strong as he is. He just seems a little too godlike. Like I remember when he was fighting, what was it? He was fighting like 5 dudes during the Silica episode, and they were all hitting him, and he was like, well, you guys can't deal any damage to me because my health actually regens faster than you can deal damage to me. And it's just like, well, if that's something that's available in the game, why hasn't anybody else gotten it? Like, how did you get it? Is it an item you have equipped that lets you do that, or is it just you're a higher level than everybody? And if you're a higher level than everybody, what level are you? What's the level gap between you and somebody else? You know, there are all these like little things about Kirito that don't make a whole lot of sense, but if you're just watching the show to be an enjoyable show, then it's actually not that bad. One sec though, I got a little lost here. Coco, this to top to the deck. Wow. Ooh, little too much of a rant. Well, since I'm gonna try this mobile game, I'll try checking out the anime. The game itself is sponsored by Crunchyroll, so I'm sure it's up there. Yeah, probably. You can find Danmachi pretty easily online. And let me know what you think. Honestly, I won't even tell you why I think Danmachi is an awful anime. Just watch it, give me your thoughts, and we'll see what we think later. I know for a fact you're in the Kudo-kun Facebook chat, so we'll talk about it there. Log Horizon did it pretty well. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Log Horizon was actually pretty good. Isekai is the genre name. Some dude gets transported to a magic world completely different from his own. Yep. ReZero. Oh yeah, ReZero's there too. ReZero's was pretty good. I'll give it to ReZero. ReZero and Log Horizon. And then No Game No Life, of course. Yeah, those three. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Funny thing is, Danmachi is technically just a fantasy anime with video game elements. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Um, Danmachi actually has a really, really good premise, and I was really excited for it. And then I watched it and it was really bad, and that makes me sad. But the idea of Danmachi is like everybody lives in this world with goddesses and magic and all kinds of video game like stuff. And then all of the characters who go out and like hunt monsters and stuff, they have this sign on their back that represents the goddess that they follow. And their goddess can put a paper on their back and pull it up, and then it's like a stat sheet that they can bring up and like tell them how they're doing and like if their stats have gone up and so on and so forth. And if they go out and they hunt monsters, then their actual like physical capabilities increase, and those physical capabilities are recorded on the stat sheet that's on their back, and then their goddess can tell them if they've learned any new abilities or whatever. And it's really interesting. And then the anime sucked. And I said I wouldn't explain why, so I guess I won't explain why. Familiar of Zero? I haven't seen it. You don't like Dot Hack? No, we gotta disagree there, my dude. I love Dot Hack. I think Dot Hack is great. Just everything about Dot Hack is great. But then again, I also want to keep in mind that personally, I got into Dot Hack through the video games. I didn't watch the anime until after I had played a lot of the video games. So, like, if you got into Dot Hack for Dot Hack Sign, which was the first anime that was released, I can understand why people would think it's boring, but I thought it was interesting because of the video games. And that's pretty much where it is. Like, if you think Dot Hack is boring, at least try getting into Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight Bracelet, I think it's called. Yeah, look up Dot Hack Legends, and it's pretty interesting. I loved Familiar of Zero, but I hated Louise. Didn't watch it, like I said. Konosuba is pretty good as well, but that's obviously a comedy. I've never seen Konosuba. Everybody tells me to get into it because Fireface Lolly, or the Explosion Lolly, is supposed to be a really cool character, but I've just never gotten into it. Dot Hack Sign is pretty boring. Yeah, the rest of the franchise was alright. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you get into it just from Dot Hack Sign, then I completely understand thinking it's boring. But in my personal opinion, because I had played the games first, it was interesting to see the world of the games expanded inside of the anime. Couldn't get into Konosuba. Logan, you might be the first person I've ever seen say that they couldn't get into Konosuba. I mean, I've never even tried it, but everybody else that I talk to that has seen Konosuba says that Konosuba is amazing. I like Louise, but I also like trash. Nice. What a meme. It was too much nothing? Yeah, I could understand that. But I mean, if the nothing is funny, then it'll make sense. I know, then it'll be okay for me, cause like Nichijou and Daily Life of High School Boys were technically nothing, but they were just really funny. He was like level 75, and he said it was due to his numbers being higher. That's it. Also, he had to grind. Yeah, but the thing about that is it doesn't really explain very well why he was able to grind so much more efficiently than everybody else. Everyone was in the game for like 2 years. Weren't there people who played World of Warcraft and got to max level in like 24 hours? It doesn't make sense that they didn't explain what Kirito was doing so much better than everybody else. They just kind of went, well, Kirito's better at this game than everybody else, and he just knows more about the game. And we're like, okay, well, like, what does he know? Like, what does he do exactly to get as good at the game as he is right now? And they're just like, oh, nobody knows. It's just he's got a secret training regiment that will never ever show the audience, and that'll just let us lie about how powerful he is at all times. And that kind of stuff kind of bothers me because I just wanted a little taste of why he was so good. That's all I wanted, and they never explain it. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. I understand. It's kind of like complaining about Goku at this point. Like, what are you really gonna do at that point? It's like, but the thing with Goku is getting. Okay, I'm sorry. One more thing about this. Getting onto Goku, like they show Goku training and they show him struggle while he's training. So when he shows up and he kicks the crap out of somebody, you go, "Oh, well, like, yeah, he was trying so hard in the training, and now that he's mastered that, like, obviously he's a lot stronger." With Kirito, he just screws off somewhere during like the first or second episode, and then the next time you see him, he's God, and there's just this huge time lapse, and they never really explain it, and I don't know. That kind of bothered me, but like I said before, if that kind of thing doesn't bother you, then like I completely understand that too. Just watching it as like a regular show. This is pointless. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. Hopefully we draw something good. Oof, oof. Well, we got a three. That's something. We got two threes. Huh. Might be able to do this. Just pay the cost if you do. Put that character on top of your opponent's deck. Alright, that's what we'll play first. Let's pay 2. We'll play this. Effects. Draw 2. Drop 1. Oh, interesting. Ooh, I don't know which one I want to keep. Let's ditch this. I'll just keep them both. That's how we'll solve it. And then what do you do? Rest 2 characters plus 2,000. And put that on top of the opponent's deck. That's really good. 3 magic characters plus 1k and Super Encore. So 85, that's 9,000. That's not getting a bonus from there. It's not getting a bonus from anything else. It's just a 9,000, yeah? So we can step over that with this and get its effects. I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, but I don't have the one to pay for it after I play it. Okay, we'll play this instead then. So if we're going to play this instead, we're going to have to drop something else. Or I could just move this up. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Let's just move this up. I don't need anything else. I'm a maverick. We'll drop this. Effects. And this is... I don't get a draw or anything, right? It's just the plus 1,000 plus 1 soul. Nice. Okay. So... Ah. Alright. And then when this attacks, one of my characters gets another plus 1 soul. So let's move this around a little bit. She's kind of a beefy girl. I don't know if I can beat her. One sec. That just acts towards the middle. Okay, this thing needs to die. I can't. I'm not going to deal with this. We're going to go ahead and attack into it. Do I have anything else that'll give it a boost? Oh, you know, I probably should have dropped this. That would have given it another plus 1,500 to guarantee that this dies. Okay, kind of a misplay there, but I think we're fine. We can do this next turn. So for right now, let's go in and see what happens, I guess. We'll start here. This is 10k. Should be able to step over this 9k pretty easily. Unless he's got a backup or something. He doesn't have much stock to work with, though, so even if he does have a backup, that's going to be the last of his stock that he gets. No, it's a 10,000, sorry. Sorry, 4, 2. I was literally just about to ask, what did you hate about it? Well, what about Don Machi? I mean, like, we can talk about why I hate Don Machi. I was just gonna say, like, if you want to check it out yourself without, like, my opinion, then that's fine. In order for him to regen, he had to almost be dead constantly. Stats get leveled in the same way you level stats in FF2, and FF2 stuck, so yeah. let's go with that. That's nice. So Konosuba is better than Don Machi? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine anything being worse than Don Machi, so I guess. Yeah, getting trapped in Sao is the equivalent of getting trapped in Final Fantasy 2. Nice. Haseo was hot? Yes! Chupil, you, me. I know we've had our differences in the past, but you're right. Haseo is hot. He's one of the hottest characters in all of video gaming, and I'll give you that one, man. Oof. The things I would let Haseo do to me. It's getting hot in here. Or is it just me? I think I need some water. I think I need to just quench this unbelievable thirst that Haseo gives me. Ah, delicious. My thirst for Haseo will never truly be quenched, though. Familiar of Zero, Zero no Tsukaima. I'm sure you know Luis and some of the characters in it. Yeah, I know about Zero no Tsukaima, I just have never watched it myself. Log Horizon is decent, but it gets pretty stale half of the time, and it can get a little boring. I do like some of the characters, but it is not really an anime that everyone can get into. Yeah, I completely agree. See, one of the things I love about Log Horizon is it's just so, like... One of the things about these worlds is they can succeed at their best when they create a world that you yourself would want to play in. And in my opinion. So, like, Log Horizon is the kind of world I would like to play in. I love the idea of the way the class system works, and I love the fact that... Excuse me, sorry, that's really rude. I love the fact that there are, like, all these different characters with unique abilities, and it's really clear why they have such unique abilities. Yeah. Soul. That's one soul. So we're gonna go in. Front 4. Hopefully that's enough to get him leveled up, because I'm... Wait a second, no, never mind. He's taken quite a lot of damage, so I'm not as far behind as I thought I was. What was I saying? Yeah, Log Horizon. I really like the world, and I think it's interesting that you can buy the buildings. I think it's interesting that, like, clans are such a big part. Well, come again? Oh, when... What's your face again? Let me just double check. So... Imagine getting stuck in a Sao game world in real life. No. I think I'll pass on that. I'm guessing the stream censors certain words? I don't think so. It shouldn't. I don't have anything set up for it to. Experiences shared between the party and Sao, so if a team of 4 gets 100 experience, everyone gets 25, but he was solo, so he gets 100. That was the explanation given. That's a really, really dumb explanation. That's the thing I'm going for. All right, so let's say that that's true, right? Let's say that the reason he's so much beefier than everybody else is because he did it alone. Well, how come nobody else went out and leveled up alone like he did? That's what I'm saying. I understand that he was a beta tester, but he wasn't the only beta tester in the entire game. They very clearly state at the beginning that there are other beta testers who helped write the manual on how to be, like, better at the game. So why was he the only one that was out there alone grinding the experience then? That just doesn't make sense to me, and they never explain it. And it's not like I'm expecting everybody to come up with the answers. Like I'm not asking everybody to defend Sword Art Online for their stupid decisions. I'm just saying that my personal gripe, not grief, my personal gripe with Kirito being so powerful is there's no rules stated as to why he's so good at the game. It's just he's good. That's the explanation. And every time there's like an explanation as to why he could have been, like the whole him being solo thing, why was that only available to him and nobody else figured out that they could go out and grind the experience? Like, if being in a party gives you so much less experience, after 2 years, did nobody else figure out that they can just go out and grind experience on their own? That just seems so unlikely to me. Like, 2 years is a really, really long time. Like, if he just had a head start and maybe he took all of the good monsters, then that's an acceptable answer too, I guess, but, like, what constitutes as a good monster? What Where did he go exactly that there was nobody? Ah, did one too much damage. That would have been the game-winning move, though. Curses. I was close, though. It's close. Next turn. As a solo player, he stayed super careful studying areas to single out enemies to battle them. That's just not good enough, man. It's better to play by yourself in Sao than as a group. Everyone has a death wish in that game. Yeah, for sure. Surviving in Sao isn't hard. Just grind low-level monsters that you are unlikely to die